There you go.
Slow clap.
That's right. I can't wake up without the shocking sound of your clap.
Episode 14.
Yes.
13?
No.
Episode 14, August 8th.
You got it right.
I never know the date. I never know the episode. This is Today in Crypto.
Yeah.
Crypt Nation, that's you. Welcome to the show.
You're in the right place.
You are in the right place. And you know why you're in the right place? Because you're coming here to learn. You're coming here to secure your family's future. You're coming here to to be entertained, I suppose.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have many good content for you today. It's another slow news day.
Another
but we're
slow
gonna do
news
the best
day.
we can. But there is something that's of interest going on.
There's a lot of interesting
Yeah.
things.
So today we're going to be talking about the race for creating a securities market. Robinhood app gets a license to operate in a brand new jurisdiction.
Yes.
Rhode Island passes some crypto regulation.
Indeed.
And
we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin versus gold,
Yeah.
just as like a general thing.
It sounds silly, but it's getting more serious.
It is getting more serious. So start us off with what's going on in the securities market. I think it's Korea,
Yeah.
right? That's got some new stuff coming out.
So let's explain what this is first of all.
Okay.
How you have your normal exchanges where you buy your Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that stuff. They cannot legally list securities in most places. And what a security is it could be a stock, it could be a property. It's something that designates ownership. It's a different type of asset class. And what people are doing now is they're making tokens that represent these things.
Yes.
Because stocks, when you exchange a stock, it takes like 3 days to settle, and you have to fill out all this paperwork.
Go through a bunch of different government organizations or whatever.
And just like how it's easy to buy Bitcoin and not have to deal with the wire transfer stuff, people are doing that to stocks and even land ownership.
Right,
now.
where, because, Bitcoin and crypto are bare instruments like cash. Cash is not a security, right? But a stock, I can't go to Ralph's and pay with stock. Right. I can't even, go on Amazon.com and use Amazon shares to buy things with. You could use Amazon points, but...
So let's say I wanted to sell you my house.
Right.
And you want to buy it. We have to go through a real estate agent and escrow and all this stuff. Not with tokenized securities. I simply send you the token that acts as your land deed.
Yeah.
Just
actually,
as I would.
T0, so Overstock issued a coin called T0, and I think they were paying out Overstock dividends in that in that cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And it's great that you mentioned that because T0 is one of these emerging securities markets.
Yeah.
So Korea is trying to keep up with this. 6 different companies have come together to try and make this platform that they say is going to be live by the end of the year.
Wow. Well, they all say that.
SPAC
said they'd be live a year and a half ago.
Yeah, exactly. So the race is on, not just in Korea, but also European companies and U.S. companies as well. So check out T0, Coin Metro, and maybe even Coinbase by the end of the year. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll see. But the race is on. Everyone's very quiet about it. But
in other news, we have Robinhood announcing that they are going to start servicing people in the UK. So why is that important? UK's a big market, and Robinhood's all focused on retail investors. They have zero fees. So you could go on there, you could trade, never incur a fee. So Robinhood, as we've talked about before, they trade securities like all the different stocks and ETFs. They trade commodities. I think they also trade Forex, pretty sure. But they also trade several cryptos. So they've raised $860 million. They're a big freaking company, and they definitely are going to start servicing the UK.
I see Robinhood ads everywhere.
Yeah.
I know people that use the app, and I mean, 0 fees. To put that in perspective, I think when E-Trade first came out, they were charging like $8 a trade.
Yeah.
So 0 fees versus $8.
How they do it, don't know. Maybe they offer worse prices or something.
Don't know.
But
in any case, Robinhood app is a big deal, and now they're going to the UK.
Yep.
Something about as big as the UK is Rhode Island. Not really that big a deal for any of us, but there may be a few listeners out there, and Rhode Island is doing something different. Instead of treating Bitcoin like property, they're saying all cryptocurrency is money, and exchanges and businesses in Rhode Island need a special money transmitter license to be able to buy and sell and exchange it, which includes stable coins, and it also is a whole different way of handling it for taxes as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, I mean, tax laws are, state laws. So there's no, there are federal taxes and all that kind of stuff, but states can choose how they classify different things. Yeah. So that's what they're going to do. It's kind of out of the ordinary.
But if it's not property, then it can't be taxed as capital gains when it goes up in value.
Right, so they're going to figure it out. But we talked a little bit about what the congressman from North Carolina was proposing in Congress yesterday, trying to reinstate this 1031 like-kind virtual property law. So we'll see what happens. But lastly, we want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin versus gold. So as we've been talking a lot about the interest rates got cut, meaning the dollar is getting a little cheaper, right? And typically what happens in a market like that is gold will start to rise, and gold did start to rise. You can see on the chart, it's risen 6% since that day. I mean, also the day after Trump escalated the trade war, right?
Yeah.
And which is also this whole idea of, uncertainty in the world, right? And so gold has traditionally been a safe haven asset, but now Bitcoin is here on the scene, and people are trying to figure out, is this a risk-on asset? Is this a risk-off asset? What's it correlated with? All these different kinds of questions are getting asked, and we can see since the interest rate cut on July 31st and Trump's tweets on August 1st, Bitcoin is up actually over 16 or 17% since those events. So we can see that it's starting to play a similar role as gold, but it has been. But we can't really know for sure how correlated it is or if it's correlated, because it depends on what time horizon you're looking at it from, and different market environments treat different assets different ways. So I remember in 2018 it was super correlated to the SPX, right? The main stock market.
That's right.
But then at other times it was completely uncorrelated. So it's revolving. Short answer to the question: is Bitcoin better than gold? Yes, it's better than gold.
Duh.
Digital gold. But how correlated it is still a question to be answered.
Yeah, and just because Bitcoin's only been around for 10 years and gold's been around forever, don't even worry about that stuff. I mean,
fuck it. This was Today in Crypto, episode 14, 8/8/19. We'll see you tomorrow.